Hello and welcome to the Any Art Netty cooking channel. Now in this video I'm going to be making gluten-free hot cross buns. I do have a video making normal hot cross buns and I'll provide a link to that in the description below. Now the recipe will be available to print off below as well, maybe with some colouring in and things like that as a Google Drive document and also for my Facebook group. Now here's all the ingredients. I've measured out their gluten-free white flour bread, caster sugar, cinnamon and dark brown sugar. I'm also going to put in a teaspoon of vanilla extract, but you don't have to, that's optional. Now 50 grams of butter, and also there's an egg in there as well, which I didn't put up on the screen. 145 grams dried fruit mix, which is soaking in water. And I'm also going to add cherries as well. You can use half a pack or a full pack like me, that's optional. Zest of one orange, you can add lemon zest as well if you want to. Now you could add as well one apple which has been chopped, peeled and cored. So I'm doing the yeast in hot milk there, letting that come to life, the yeast there, and I added a teaspoon of sugar. Now there's the egg going in with the butter. Now I'll let that yeast froth and then it's ready to put into the flour. Now I'm just drying off the fruit there and adding that as well. Now you can do the method if you want to where you add the yeast straight into the flour, but I didn't do that. I made it so it came into action, shall we say, in the milk. I'm also adding my cherries there. The zest has gone in as well. Now you can add currants and sultanas separately, but I've got a pack which add the dried peel in as well. Now as this is a gluten-free recipe, I'm also adding a teaspoon of xanthan gum, 2 teaspoons of xanthan gum. And this helps as a binder because what we're missing is the gluten strands, gluten isn't an ingredient, it's a protein which builds up as you make bread or cakes or something like that. And you'll notice something different about those hot cross buns, but I'll speak about that a bit later. And I'm just going to mix all of that together with a wooden spoon until it's all incorporated. Now again with gluten free it is going to look a bit different, as you can see there, but you've got to let that rise as well. Now I'd let that rise for about maybe 4 hours, something like that. You can see the texture of it when I'm touching it with the spatula. It's almost like plastering. That's the kind of texture you're looking for with gluten-free. So I'm just going to get some cling film. Again, leave that for 4 hours. It takes a bit longer because it's an enriched dough, because it's got egg and milk in as well. So this is me just rolling out the buns. I made them maybe a bit too big. Now if you prefer you could weigh out the dough so they're all exactly the same size. I'm not going to stop you do that if you want to. I apologise if this is not nice for anyone to watch because they're all different sizes or whatever, but I'm just a home baker. I'm not a professional, not selling them or anything like that. I'm just hoping that this gives me confidence, gives other people confidence to get in the kitchen. If I can do it, anyone can do it, but I like to see the progress, hopefully, I'm making as the videos go on. And yes, they don't look the prettiest, but it's enjoyable and they were tasty, and that's what matters. And homemade is always going to be so much nicer than ones you can buy in the shop. So I yielded 7 there. I could have actually got 12, or shall we say a baker's dozen, 13 out of that. But I'm going to let them rise again for about 1 or 2 hours. And then they'll be ready to bake. That was the end of the roll of the cling film, so it wasn't sticking properly. If anyone's wondering why it seems to be a bit of a mission. Now they can be very sticky when you're making those buns the size that you want them, so I put extra flour to be able to handle them and put them into those buns. So because that's near the end of the roll there, I'm just going to put some extra cling film. So now I'm going to make the cross that you usually see. Now these are the ones I made for my partner, which have got runes on instead of a cross Viking theme. So I'm going to use gluten-free plain flour and just a tablespoon at a time of tepid water and mix that up. Make sure you don't put too much water in, otherwise, just like it happened to me, it wasn't as easy to use as your normal mixture. I think it's called a slurry, but that's not a nice word. I'll call it cross mixture. I think that's much nicer. So I think I added maybe 1 tablespoon too much there, because when I came to pipe it out, and you'll see in the picture, it was too watery really. So here we go. I tried to do the runes and it didn't work out. They just went everywhere. 220 degrees Celsius, 220 fan, gas 7 for 20 minutes until the golden brown, and then get 3 tablespoons heat up of apricot jam to make a nice glaze on top of your hot cross buns. Now as you can see, they look lovely once you cut them open, and put butter on them. They've been toasted as well. They were absolutely delicious, and I love not in a big headed way at all. I've never made them before, and gluten-free can be a bit hit or miss in all honesty, but beautiful with a cup of tea, really delicious. Now thank you so much for watching. I'll be back again soon with more recipes, and again available to print off in the description below very soon. Thank you so much for watching. Take care and bye bye for now.